What's up? What's up? It's your boy Mean Green, aka Prince of the Ghetto. Yeah, I was just scrolling through YouTube and I saw this clip of Mike Epps, apologizing, for what he said on a recent interview he did with Jim Jones. So I listened to what he said and I'm like, what is you apologizing for? He was right on what he said. He said that black people, we need to stop glorifying people that come home from jail after doing a lot of time. You know, it seems like we throwing the message to the youth, to everybody else, like people that went to do time and now they coming home. We glorifying and throwing them parties and, making it seem like this is what's up. And he was right on that, man, because I've been said that and I agree with him on that. We always glorifying, nigga, you ain't do five, no, you ain't do no time. Like, doing time means you greater than someone who haven't done time. If you really know what's going on, you doing time, meaning you lost. If you ever had to go to jail, that don't make you greater than somebody that went to college. See, that's why I say we backwards in our community. We glorify, just say for instance, he went to jail for armed robbery when he did 15 years. He get out, we glorify. We thinking he is the man. For what? Getting caught trying to take somebody money? That's what we got backwards, man. We glorifying people who really did dirt on their own people, majority of the time. But we don't glorify this mother of six who just graduated and got her nursing license. You know how hard that had to be for her. She's still trying to raise 6 kids and go to school to become a nurse. We don't glorify that black brother that just became a doctor. No, we don't glorify this couple who been together for 25 years married and they still happily together. We glorify the wrong thing, but we'll glorify, he just came home from prison, man. He on a murder charge. He unalived someone. And we glorify it. And then now the youngsters looking at this like, man, I want, like, in their mind, they thinking, man, if I want to be legit and be seen and talked about, maybe I need to go do some time. That's the message that, the persona y'all painting for the youth. Because this is what they see all online. When someone come home from doing time in the pen, they get glorified. When people talk, you ain't never did no time, you ain't nothing. And we sitting up here looking, and the people that went and did time happy about it. Man, I went and did 12 years, I went and did. Man, you lost. You got most of your life taken away from you. If you had kids, you lost time with your kids. You lost time with your family. What's so good about that? And I guarantee you, that person that did all that time was in there stressing, pulling his hair out, going crazy, ready to get up out of there. And I got nothing against it if you ever did time, because we know a lot of us, we did time before. But what you supposed to do with that time is learn from your mistake. When you get out, you need to, like he said, talk to the youth like that's dumb. Don't go in there. See, the ones that do all the time and get out and don't do that, them the ones who glorify, they thinking they all that, because that's all they got. Because they wasn't really nobody when they was out. Some was somebody when they was out. But when they was out, they lost a lot of time to become great. So once they get out of jail, prison, and they see people glorify, man, he just got out. They thinking they make them feel like something. But really, in reality, you really is nothing. You go into the white community, they look like, oh, he out. Is he reformed? You are nobody in the white community. But us blacks, we glorified. He just got out there the 30-year bid. We glorified. That's the craziest thing, man. And especially if he getting out and ain't trying to talk sense into these kids. You know, if he getting out and still picking out where he left, still talking about the strap and all that, and ain't trying to tell these kids no better, because he's sitting there doing all that time. He know where these kids gonna get led to if they keep doing the wrong that they doing. If he ain't the type to try to correct them, you a nobody. And Mike Epps was right when he said that, man. And I don't get why he apologized. The people that's bashing you, Mike Epps, they the nobodies. If they agree with, you know, you was wrong for saying that, you know. And I get it. A lot of people that did time, it's a lot of good brothers that's locked up, you know. It depends on what, you know, you got locked up for now. People that got locked up for, you know, taking things or unaliving or raping women and all that, you know. Y'all gonna glorify them when they get out too? I mean, you know, come on, we got to do better, man, because if we glorifying that and setting an example and letting the youth see this and thinking this is what's up, we messing up the next generation, you know. Because a lot of them, they'll do a crime and be curious to see how it is to go behind the pen, only to get in prison to realize, dang, I done messed up. I shouldn't have did that. But it be too late. See, y'all leading them to being curious to want to go, but then when they go, they know this ain't where they want. They ready to go, but they can't now. It's a trap. So we really got to stop glorifying prison life, man. Looking at a dude, man, he just did 20 years. You look at the dude, even if they're right, they looking, yeah, I did that, man. That's stupid. If I ever had to do all that till I get out, man, it ain't worth it. That's how I be talking, man. Y'all better get your shit together. Because up in there, I'm telling you, see, these brothers ain't doing that, man. They want to pick out. They still pick. Well, they stuck on. If they did 30, they still stuck on the age when they first went in there. They wanna be somebody, you know. And man, that's what's messing up the black community, man. We need to start glorifying, you know, jail. It's good our people get out. We happy for them, but we want them to not to make no more mistakes. It's time to do better with your life. Now, what you gonna do that you out? You know, it's time to do better. It's time to, you know, if you see these kids, put your voice out. You had a lot of time to sit in there and think. Now, I know your head should be right. If you got sense. And you should be out here trying to talk sense into these kids that you see that ain't got the sense. But a lot of people ain't doing that, man, coming out that thing, man. A lot of people just, they want the fame. They still acting like they young, too. Yeah, some of them probably ain't got sense no more. But yeah, I agree with Mike Epps. Mike Epps, you had no reason to apologize for that, because if people bash you for that, the ones that's bashing you, them the ones we talking about. They want to glorify. They wrong. You know, so I just wanted to throw that out there, man. When I saw that, like, man, that's crazy. You know, Mike Epps was right about that. We got to start glorifying people that's coming home from prison. We need to start glorifying people that's doing the right thing. You know, graduating, people that's doing, you know, we need to highlight that stuff, man, but we don't. We always highlighting the negative. And then, you know, these youngsters, their minds ain't right. They thinking they negative. That's what's up. They want to try it. You know, they want to try to fit in too. And that's what Mike Epps was talking about. I felt it. So, yeah, Mike Epps, you shouldn't apologize for shit. But, hey, it is what it is, man. I'm going to end this video right here. You know, if you made it this far, like the video. You know what I'm talking about? And as always, I'm going to come back with some more flavor. And it's all good. It's your boy, Mean Joe Green. Love. And I'm about.